it's real. This is a real news report.
It's the greatest interview
I know
of all
what you're
time.
going to think, that it's not real, but it's 100% real. This is a witness who puts all the speculation to rest.
In the bathroom taking a shave, and I heard a screeching, between a screech and a whistle.
On Tuesday, debris from the missing F-35 was finally, but stealth plane was finally found in South Carolina.
Ooh.
Breaking tonight, a search team just discovering a debris field 2 hours northeast of Joint Base Charleston. It is believed to be the wreckage of an F-35 fighter jet that disappeared on Sunday. The $100 million stealth jet crashed after the pilot safely ejected over Charleston, South Carolina.
$100 million, they couldn't bother with an air tag?
I mean, $100 million and they couldn't have crumple zones?
Yeah.
Well, that's I understand your point here, but we do actually have an exclusive image of the pilot ejecting. It tells the story.
Oh, that makes sense. They only found her stretchy maternity suit.
Well, look, just so you know, the military they have designations for when they screw up, and this is a Class A mishap, which is silly.
Called the Amelia Earhart Protocol.
Pretty much. It's like, it's a Class A mishap. I just want you guys to know.
That's not a bad Alex Jones.
Oh, well, I wasn't even trying. I just was going for, a general of some sort's authority.
So talented.
The funny part here is they keep talking about this number. This $2.5 million plus in damages qualifies as a Class A. Yeah, you're $97.5 million away from the actual number of damages. Thank you very much, media, for covering the most important point. The Class A mishap thing is because the plane was destroyed, you morons.
Hey, chat thinks they know what happened to it.
Hold on, wait. Oh, come on. Guys, you can't take everything you see.
Folks, we have to be peaceful.
The F-35 is mine.
Take the plane. I got tips.
He's holding it with one arm.
Yeah, it's pretty strong, dude.
And I know that's not the QAnon shaman. It's the J.P. Sears understudy.
It's not. Plane has vertical takeoff capabilities. It'd be fine to get out of the White House and the Capitol grounds. The pilots actually, and this is kind of funny to me because it reminds me of the new Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Like this pilot just parachutes into somebody's backyard. Whoops. And this quote to me gets a little bit crazy. And look, we're just kind of telling you kind of what happened. I understand you've seen this in the media, but we're going to go into some of the conspiracy theories about what actually happened, just to be able to dispel some of them for you that are kind of crazy, laugh at some of them, and then kind of scratch our head and go, wait a minute, is this one of those moments where we're going to look back and go, Alex Jones was right again on one of these? So there are a couple of these that actually make sense. But here's the pilot's quote. He's unsure of where his plane crashed. He just lost it in the weather.
Well, I know that happens to me when it drizzles.
Well, yeah.
He's a fighter pilot.
Yeah.
With one of the most advanced pieces of technology on the planet that we'll get to later, by the way. When those things crash, typically countries scurry about to try to find them before the owners do. This guy ejected 1 mile north of, I believe, the Charlotte airport, a main airport, not where he took off, not the field where he took off, I don't think, but a major commercial airport. And then, by the way, he actually let the plane fly for 60 additional miles.
He's Mr.
Why?
He's Mr. Can't Fly in Iceman. Nice. Okay.
I don't know what to do with that.
Shame.
Absolutely. Can we admonish him? Don't do a split screen of me and him. Just him.
Well, that's okay. You can admonish me. I won't even be in the chair because.
Come on.
Admonish.
You stinker. Did you urinate yourself?
No, I didn't.
He looks good wet. He looks good in rain.
I just don't fly good.
I didn't think you got that much on you. But look, the reason that this all started kind of coming back up was obviously, they wanted to find the plane. Do you know the government was like, hey, anybody see a plane?
Yeah.
They literally reached out to the public to see if they could help them find the plane. But apparently a debris field of sorts has surfaced online. And this is causing a lot of speculation on what the government is actually doing. They're not really telling the whole truth. Watch this clip and see if you can see what is not there.
Bonfire.
Yeah, was that a burn pit or something?
Yeah.
The no plane.
Oh, boy.
That's a
Damn good stuff.
like a UFO photo where you just can't make out anything.
Why is there a rapist van?
Just rolling up. The experts are here.
Hear the sound of an ice cream truck.
This is like X-Files. They roll up and cordon off an area and there's not really a plane there that you can see. Now, look, I get it. This is a really curious kind of accident. And given that this is not really clear, we thought it would be time for us to look into what really is going on. And that brings us to the truth according to Gerald. You always just scratch stuff out and put my name in. There's no original whack.
You're a businessman. You're
Stop
not
whining.
All right, so we're going to go through the theories. If you can give me maybe like a ding here or something like that.
Well, let's also, by the way, comment below
what you
think it is.
Yeah.
And we'll probably take some more of your chats on Mug Club and consider signing up. Lotto'sCrowder.com/Mug Club. You know, you guys can sign up there. And of course, you have Brian Callen's show every week now. The Brian Callen show. Oh, this chair. Now I hurt my rib.
Your chair?
I was laughing earlier.
No, it's your adamantium.
Your spine isn't as supple as mine. It's not as pliable.
I'm not a supple leopard. So there are a lot of. Here's the crazy thing: is people are warring with each other.
They really are.
They really have dug in their heels that they are convinced they know what's happened.
And people are going for the craziest possible theories. But the worst part about this is that some of them seem like possible and others don't. So here's the first one. We'll start off with one that doesn't. The jet was shot down by local militia using small arms weapons.
If you can down $100 million airplane with small arms, I want my money back.
Exactly. Yeah. I thought they had some kind of armor. I get it. You think that it was shot down by some farmer in the field with a shotgun.
Got it with
my
bad.
Glock.
Well, this might have been started by liberals, leftists, because they may actually think you can take down an F-35 with an AR-15.
You know what? It is an assault weapon.
Yeah. Like it was that Lone Survivor with Kiefer Sutherland. Like, how did he make that? This actually happened. Maybe someone can find this clip, an episode. They go, how did he make that shot from 600 yards away? I go, we found out, sir. He had an AR-15.
That doesn't explain why he was able to make a 600-yard shot.
No, exactly. I think it's like Wanted, where he's curving the bullet. This makes zero sense. He shot down a jet, Brian. That's like
pull up the Twitter post on that again. Pull it up. I want to see how much interaction this thing has gotten. Do we?
Nah.
Don't have that. Do me a favor, guys. Let me know how many people are buying into this one, because we need to be able to mark these people.
You know what?
And avoid them.
You know what I think? It could have been a wild goose.
Chase.
Well, so he's definitely no Sully.
Did he fly
at that
into?
point.
Yeah. Did he fly into a bunch of geese?
He's like, I don't have a river to land this
like
thing
a bird
on.
strike?
Yeah. How come
bird
that's
strike.
not out there? That's my theory.
Hey, Brian, you know why I don't think that's the theory?
Why? Because you're
Because
stupid?
the plane flew for 60 more miles.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
that's because it goes 60 miles per second. Oops,
It doesn't.
Or maybe,
I just gave up a secret. I gave up a secret.
unless the geese, like storks, they had like little bandages and they carried the plane another 60 miles.
They took
like the
Write that down.
Like the
Write that down.
Flintstones. They're like pterodactyls carrying an F-35. Like, this job sucks.
and they took it in as one of their own.
There's nowhere to grab a jet. Obviously,
Became Somalian a
You don't
little
know
bit,
much
Jamaican.
about stealth fighters.
And then it
Outer
dawned on
layer.
me that Brian Callen took things far too literally. A state of repressed childhood
never
from
gonna
which
go
he
away.
could never recover due to his attack from the bears.
Dear diary, be more metaphorical. Dear diary. Stephen found out my fatal flaw on air.
It's a
He
rough
went
couple
to
of
his-
weeks for Jets.
He used his go-to defense mechanism, a mimic miming as though he had a diary or the ability to write words.
Read more fiction.
This illiterate half-Italian...
Gerald, researchers came back and said it was only 445 views, 1 retweet.
Oh, well, who's the one idiot who... was it us?
No, it's
Okay, good.
It was
Okay,
Don
let's make
Jr.'s
sure.
hack account.
Right,
yes.
Don Jr.'s hack account is like, I found the jet. All right, so here's another one. When they're not busy creating fires on Hawaiian Islands, directed energy weapons took down this jet. Okay. You know, the jet should also be able to avoid that. You would think that would be
Well,
helpful.
look, in other words, there might be an energy weapon that could, let's go along.
Potentially
could be developed.
Okay.
Right? However, it doesn't really make, why would they take down their own jet and cost themselves $100 million?
Ask the Jews.
Well,
What? What happened? Who said that?
Well, no, he has
No.
a good point. I mean, there
does.
is Jewish NASA with the space.
Well, that's what they say.
Lasers.
Jewish laser beam.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought we were talking about directed energy.
no, you're right.
we
You're
are.
right. You're right.
Actually, that's right. I didn't know. I didn't make the connection
I'm
that you
just
immediately
quoting-
made. I
I'm
just thought it was
quoting-
anti-Semitic. It's not
Well,
anti-Semitic.
no.
because you're not
Brian's
anti-Semitic.
actually he's
very
being,
pro.
He's being metaphorical because
Right.
Jewish space lasers. It's actually code for banks.
Look, man, stop quoting Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean, yeah, she's right about a lot of stuff, but still,
this is not
where I
everything,
draw the
right?
line.
All right.
But I don't understand this one as well, guys, because as I will repeat, the plane flew on for 60 additional miles. So maybe it's the worst directed energy weapon ever, or we have the most trigger-happy pilot ever to get out of the plane. energy weapon, bye.
Yeah.
And doesn't actually get shot down. So that one's probably not going to be true too. But let's get to one that is. This one seemed to be making the rounds quite a bit more, and we'll see what kind of activity the tweets had
3.
here. Or I just can't not say tweets. The posts on X, like it just doesn't sound the same.
Right.
That the jet was actually hacked by the Chinese and diverted to Cuba, of all places.
That is a
this one has a
reasonable
lot
theory,
more,
though.
1.6 million views because it's Andrew Tate, right? Okay, so that makes sense. I bring that back up really quickly. I want to read the one right up there. So if you're concerned or upset about the U.S. losing $150 million, it's a $100 million jet. Let's not inflate it. Don't forget about, okay, whatever. Who cares about the rest of it, right? But people are talking about it being hacked. Look, I know these are some theories, and we'll get back to the hacking thing in just one second, because there are some problems with this jet. I think it runs on Linux.
And to be clear, I don't think Andrew Tate said it was hacked by the Chinese and diverted to Cuba. He said it was hacked. That
made sense.
That makes sense to me. Like, that
pilot
is
ejects immediately.
Yeah.
You can't control the plane. It flies on in autopilot for 60 more miles. Yeah. Like, okay, maybe there was something.
It's a sensible theory.
Yeah, it is. It's much more sensible. But look, we actually have, and it's real. This is a real news report.
It's the greatest interview
I know
of all
what you're
time.
going to think, that it's not real, but it's 100% real. This is a witness who puts all the speculation to rest.
In the bathroom taking a shave, and I heard a screeching, between a screech and a whistle.
It's 100% real. Randolph!
Look. He's got the best dentist on the planet.
He does.
Those are the best teeth I've ever
guy.
seen in my life. I'm saying, as a guy with yellow teeth, I'm jealous.
Where does he buy the rest of his outfit? The Roots commemoration store? I mean, that guy.
I was in the bathroom taking a brush of my teeth. Or taking a shave. That's what it was.
The way he's dressed and the way he's talking, he's sitting there like it's like let me see how many stereotypes can I fit in here.
Hit the rumble button.
Good God, y'all.
You know, I'm going to make it sound like a goat screaming. People like the goats, that's how I go viral. I'm going to go viral. Do the goat.
I feel good.
And everyone's like, sir, that's not how. No, you don't know about this, boy. Make sure everybody see that one. That's a good goat.
Where's Auto-Tune the News when you need it? You've got some more material. You guys still around?
Can we watch it one more time?
We
it's
absolutely
the greatest. This
can.
happened yesterday. It is the greatest interview of all time.
It's incredible.
In the bathroom taking a shave, and I heard a screeching, between a screech and a whistle.
Very close to the goats.
Yeah. Sounds
This is going to live forever. He didn't realize that he was going to be famous.
I love how he was taking a shave.
Taking a shave.
Yeah, he wasn't shaving. He was taking a shave.
Taking a shave.
Taking a
All
shave.
right.
That's so I made it after my first sexual experience. What? Sorry. Was that on air?
When you first saw a naked woman.
Inside voice. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You can use this guy for anything.
Her robe dropped and I screamed. Because I'd never seen a dick.
I can't even go that high with the pitch. Like, he did pretty good.
He was unbelievable.
That's incredible. Good job. So there are some major problems with this jet. Like, it's a F-35. It's very technically advanced. It's stealthy, but obviously has some problems that make pilots eject. But in 2018, there was a report that indicated that 53 of the F-35 had 13 Category 1 deficiencies that made flying dangerous. Seems like operation number one is to try and make flying as safe as possible because the enemy is going to try to make it dangerous for you. So you probably should have that one figured out. I don't know if like the wing randomly rips off.
And this, by the way, does lend credence to
yes.
I hate to use the term, but the theory that it could have been hacked.
Well, the next one it buttresses that even more.
But now here's the problem: is filling in the blank, saying the Chinese hacked it and sent it to Cuba. That's what there can be something that's true, and you can have a question that's valid. The problem is when you start filling in all the blanks as though you know, and you peddle that as though that is fact.
But I mean, if you were to get into a plane and they said, "Listen, good news is it's $100 million and it's an amazing piece of machinery.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news is there are 13 things wrong with the aircraft
that make it difficult to what was it fly.
Yeah, yes. And you go, are they big things? Well, they're Category 1.
Well, send it to Spirit.
Yeah.
One of the things is that it loses thrust on a hot day in landing, which, if you're doing the vertical kind of landing thing and at the wrong point because it's a hot day, you lose it. That's a problem. Also, the battery, when it's cold, can stop working. And planes, I don't know if you've known planes, they fly high.
Yeah, I know.
In the sky. And it's typically colder up there.
I've never had a problem with thrust.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Brian.
What? There it is. That's the sound I make.
So in 2019, to give this hacking thing a little bit more credence, the Defense Watchdog noted that there was susceptibility to hacking. So here's this. The Government Accountability Office released a report in October of 2018 showing that nearly every software-enabled weapon system tested between 2012 and 2017 can be hacked, often by simple means like looking up default passwords online for commercially available software. Numerous parts of the F-35 program use this kind of software. ALIS, I don't know what that is, runs on Windows, for example. ALIS runs on Windows.
So look, I was taking a shave. And I said to myself, the last time I thought F-35 run on Windows 98. And the dumb motherfucker had a password to plane, motherfucker. Password was plane. Windows 98 password to plane was plane. You was so dumb.
You turn the plane on. You start me up. And almost never stopped. In this case, it did. But look, people still love this plane. Just really quickly, this program is going to cost $1.7 trillion. The F-35 program. It's the largest. It is a lot of nuts. It's the largest program ever at the Pentagon, and it was developed by Lockheed Martin. By the way, 2022, Lockheed Martin's profit, $66 billion. Oof. I believe one of our researchers, he can throw this into you, Matt. I had a nickname, Miscellaneous Matt. There we go. Miscellaneous Matt can have it, and we'll come up with a better one. We have three Matts now.
We have previously fired Matt.
Cyber Matt.
Oh, is that Cyber
I called him Cyber Matt.
Sense.
I don't know. It makes sense to me.
1.7 trillion.
Don't get caught up in the trillions.
That's $1,700 billion.
That's a lot.
That's $1,700 billion.
He's a math not Asian.
But I mean, what?
You're
Sorry,
not Asian.
guys.
Well, I mean,
know.
maybe you got a little bit Asian.
For a plane that runs on Windows.
They were telling us it made like $1 million. Like Lockheed Martin makes like $1 million.
$7 million an hour in profit.
$7 million an hour in profit. Not in revenue.
Lockheed does?
We're in the wrong. But you want to go into the defense business?
Yeah,
seems like the place to be.
Yeah, and you know what? The good news is I don't know anything about it, so I can make a plane.
I can make nunchucks.
Well, we can make this one fly for 60 miles before crashing. I feel like you hit the ejection button a little prematurely. Yeah. Over a populated area. You're lucky the plane did make it 60 miles away before it crashed. But look, there's 16 other countries that want to purchase these things, or I'm sorry, that have purchased them. Among them, Poland, Germany, South Korea, and Singapore. So we're arming people that hopefully will stay on our side.
I don't think we should ever arm Germany ever.
I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
they're the one country.
Yeah,
No. They get restless every 40 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't call like they're allies, so to speak, but we can't really trust them.
No, I don't like them. It's not that I don't trust them. I don't like them.
Unless we can hack all their planes and fly them to Cuba.
That's true.
Then that's fine. Yeah. With the pilots.
But then that'd just be vacation for them.
That's a fair point.
Germany's also mostly Syrian and Turkish.
That's true. But look, countries like China, we're not selling them to China. I know what you're thinking right now. We're also not giving them to Iran. We're not abandoning them in Afghanistan, right? Like some of the stuff that we've done. Yeah, this is really good stuff.
Was it $8 billion worth of equipment we abandoned in Afghanistan? Something like that.
I thought it was 80.
Yeah, but it's really hard to carry home pallets of cash. Those are the things that you tend to...
And opium.
They literally left pallets of cash along with all of the military equipment there. It's like, prioritize the cash as well.
Just watch the Italian Job. Stuff it in some duffel bags when you hear the sirens.
One plane. I'll go get the pallets of cash for you. Yeah. But China actually, so an F-35 actually went down, and China was dying to get their hands on it.
Tonight, one of the most sophisticated pieces of military technology on the planet, now at the bottom of the South China Sea and up for grabs.
The race is on.
You lose that one in the weather?
The appropriate kind of recovery gear. The Chinese have it. The U.S. Navy has it. Both those countries are going to want to get a hold of this wreckage.
All right, look, so tell me, what do you think? Is the F-35 a savvy national security investment that ensures that we will have U.S. air superiority in whatever fight that we end up with in the future because of either a stupid administration or some idiot dictator that tries to take us to war? Or is it $1 trillion boondoggle suckling at the taxpayer tit? But here's the thing. Either way, buy Lockheed stock.
Yes, that is a good lesson.
Buy Lockheed stock.
That is definitely what you're going to need.
Yeah, absolutely. Buy some Lockheed stock. Yeah. And don't. But by the way, down. I'm bullish on Lockheed. I'm bearish on the new technology regarding the air transport of pallets o' cash.
Yes.
Yeah, we can start a company called Pallets o' Cash.
Pallets o' Cash. They're not
That's all we'll do.
Well.
We'll just transport, mostly flying to Iran with this regime, and then we'll just look it up for other people.
And maybe just create those, if it's $100 million, you could make them float. They could double as a boat. Yeah. Make them more amphibian-like.
Ooh.
There, I said it. See,
like
I come up with ideas, guys. I should be there. I come up with ideas.
Yeah, you're an
How
idea
come it
man.
doubles-
He's an idea
why
man.
doesn't it
Thank you.
double
That's
as a
what I was
boat?
thinking.
Yeah.
I think
Dear
you're
diary,
right.
call Lockheed Martin.
Water wings.
Try to get in on the ground floor of Lockheed Martin. Yeah, only if you have a DeLorean. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.